What if there was a camera that you could take to the beach and not worry about sand or dust getting into it? And what if you could take that camera into the water with you while you're snorkeling? And what if that camera was a good brand name like Pentax? Well, you're going to want to stick around for this. It's Logan, and there's a plethora of water-resistant cameras on the market. That means that you can splash them, you can get a little water on them, dry them off, they're fine. Well, how about a waterproof camera up to 3 meters? This is a 7.1 Pentax. It's the Optio W30, and it's waterproof. You know something else? The lens is coated so that the water drops don't stay on the lens. They slide right off. That's amazing. Another thing that's really cool about this, it looks like a very simple, easy-to-use camera, and it is very simple and easy to use. In fact, I picked it up and I was like, well, this is going to be, just too easy for me. It's not going to have any of the features I want. It's got a lot of features that are unique even in today's market, and a lot of features that are going to make a lot of the professionals happy. So let's get into it. Come over here and let's take a look at the back of this. As you can see, the back is very simple. There's not a lot of buttons, and each button brings up a small little menu. Like when you press the macro button, it brings up an option to let you do autofocus, macro, infinity, pan focus, or even manual focus on this little camera. That's a cool feature. Now on the bottom, when you press the mode button, it brings up all your scene modes, of which there are 20. And you have a movie mode, 640 by 480 at 30 frames per second. And it'll even let you record an audio sample to play with each picture. Now, it has a program mode, so you can make up your own modes. Now you got your flash controls right here, and you have several different options. You have auto flash, auto red eye reduction. You have, flash, you can just turn the flash off. Now another thing I like, when you press the OK button in the middle, when you have nothing selected, it cycles through your different, view modes on the back. And it even has a histogram. And a histogram is like a little light meter, and a lot of professionals really appreciate having a histogram built into the camera. That's a really cool feature for me. You press it again, everything goes away, and you can see exactly what you're taking the picture of. That's handy. Or you can just turn it off entirely. Now, up here on the top, you've got your power button, you've got your shutter, and that's about it. Right there's your zoom, 3x zoom. Very simple, but it's got some of those advanced features like I like. Now the shutter speed on this, it'll do a 4-second exposure, which will get some nice nighttime shots, and it'll go as fast as 1/2000th of a second to capture that motion. Also, the aperture, it goes as far as 3.3 as far as opening up that iris, so you're going to be able to soak up a lot of light with that. Now right here on the bottom, that's where your USB ports are. Over here, that's where your SD/HT memory card and your battery go, and that's weather sealed all the way around. So if you guys go outside like one time this summer, if you go on a boat, if you like to swim, take a camera to the pool and you don't have to babysit it, not worry about your kids dropping it in the water. If you go skiing, anything like that, this is an amazing camera, and plus it's a Pentax, and that means quality. And even if you're like an industrial worker or something like that and you need a camera that's tough, maybe you don't need a waterproof camera, but it's also dustproof. So this camera is going to keep everything out, and it takes amazing pictures because it's a Pentax. So send me some email. And if you want to, come check out my pictures. They're over at tigerdirectnews.com. Then send me some email, Logan@TigerDirect, and we'll talk about it. We'll see you next time. What if there was a camera that you could take to the beach and not worry about sand or dust getting into it? And what if you could take that camera into the water with you while you're snorkeling? And what if that camera was a good brand name like Pentax? Well, you're going to want to stick around for this.